मातृभ्यो नमः, पितृभ्यो नमः, गुरुभ्यो नमः, सभायै नमः, सभापतिभ्यश्च नमो नमः. Her Highness Pramoda ji, Vaidya Rajesh Kota ji, and then Professor Darshan Shankar ji, our friend, mentor, and the guide for IKS Division, and all the Vidvat Janaha here. Namaskara, Sadhana Namaskara, Sadhana Pranamaha. So, very warm welcome to this third event in the Dhara series of conferences that we are organizing in collaboration with the Ministry of Culture. Jointly, we both do this, Ministry of Education and Ministry of Culture. How did we conceptualize this and what is the idea behind this? For that, I would like to go back a little bit and talk about what is this Bharatiya Jnana Parampara Vibhaga? What is our mission to do? What is it that we want to do in that? In that, we are essentially trying to promote all aspects of Indian knowledge systems, Bharatiya Jnana Parampara, starting all aspects, starting all the way from and contributing all the way from the school education to the higher education, research, and basically, if I have to say it in one sentence, right now, because of all the historical reasons and things like that, Indian knowledge systems, which was a flourishing parampara, which made the Bharat, India, the one of the big cultural superpowers of and economics and intellectual superpowers of last so many millennia, was kind of in a dormant state. And essentially it is now restricted to kind of the libraries, and what we are doing at the IKS division is to bring out the Indian knowledge systems from the libraries to laboratories, so that we can have more charakas, more shushrutas, more vagbhatas, and more tyagarajas, and more Aryabhattas come from our Bharat. And because this is a Jnana Parampara, we need to nurture that traditions and then take it forward. That is entirely the kind of the vision that we have for the Bharatiya Jnana Parampara Vibhaga. And we have one thing that we say in our Bharatiya Jnana Parampara exists in Bharatiya Bhashas. And the expression that it finds is through our Bharat's culture. Therefore, we have collaborated with Ministry of Culture to look into various facets of Bharatiya culture where Bharatiya Jnana Parampara is being expressed. So this Dhara series of conferences was conceptualized as some kind of a this continuity of this parampara that is taking place, and how can we visualize and look at 2047, which essentially is marking the 100th year of independence from the Britishers, and especially the next 25 years, which our Prime Minister also calls as the Amrit Kal. How do we basically use this time, Amrit Kal, to launch ourselves, our country, back to that civilizational position that it was in? And for that, we need to look into various aspects of our Bharatiya Jnana Parampara. So we started off with India's contribution to mathematics. That was the first Dhara conference. Second conference was focused on cultural aspects of Bharatiya Jnana Parampara and looking at all the intellectual traditions. This third one is focused on the Ayurveda Loka, essentially looking at where Ayurveda is and how do we take it to, what do we visualize it as in 2047. The next conference in Dhara series is going to be on India's martial arts traditions. Then after that, we are looking into the basically the maritime traditions and foreign policy of India. And how did we conduct that and what it should be in next 25 years. After that, we are looking into the music and dance traditions of India. After that, we are looking into the agricultural traditions of India. After that, Rasayana Shastra, and then metallurgical traditions of India. These are some of the things that we have planned these Dhara events will occur every month. And this particular Dhara event is setting the context for something much, much larger. And the idea is Ayurveda is India's contribution to the world. And this is something that it is present and we need to take it to the world. And for that, how do we visualize it in 2047 is the whole concept here. But this is going to be only a kickoff event for what is going to be a month-long celebrations in collaboration with Ministry of Ayush, Ministry of Culture, and Ministry of Education. And you can see how all aspects, the multidisciplinary aspects of Bharatiya Jnana Parampara is coming together. And we are so fortunate that we have TDU, who is implementing this and working with us, and we are working together and then actually organizing this here in TDU, because TDU's concept, the way that they have concept foundational philosophy, is something that we really want to see. As Professor Darshan Shankarji was just mentioning a minute ago, contemporariness, what is its relevance today, and then how can we take it forward, is something that we are looking forward. And that was the vision with which the whole Dhara series of conferences were conceptualized. And again, you will see mixture of all kinds of stakeholders in these conferences, and especially importantly, we'll see a lot of Jan Bhagidhari. We want to connect to the common people, and this is one of the main aims of all the Dhara events. And I hope you will have a good time here, and you will get to learn a lot, and you will come back and incorporate Ayurveda into your lives as you go forward, and also take it to the people and be involved in this Jnana Yajna of the Bharat for the next so many years of your life, for the rest of your lives. With those words, I would like to thank you all. Namaste.